Good afternoon, everybody. Today, I'm going to be presenting the Compass blends. These are formulated in what is called a spiritual phytoessencing. Phyto means plant, essencing means the smell. When we bring this spiritual phytoessencing blending technique to the table, what we do is we bring in the spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional body. And we are, through the essence of the smell, we are bringing that in for a healing journey. These are in a convenient roll-on. They're great for your purse, the side of your table. I have many of them right there on the side of my bed, just for convenience, because that's where I'm able to think about putting them on our work desk. So at work, I have several blends sitting there, so I can always either share it with people or it actually reminds me to use the blends. These blends were created with a very unique twist. Right, it changes both screens. Great. We're all on a health journey. A voyage is a long journey involving travel by space or sea, and it requires us to have a compass. The compass is what helps us navigate through life. So that becomes the actual tool of what we're using. Before you set out on a health journey, we need the essentials. We need essential tools in order to bring what is it we're going to do and how are we going to get better. If a carpenter shows up for his job with no tools, or he opens his trailer and the tools are all gone, he's not prepared for the job. So we call this health journey, having your toolbox. And then we need a direction. And that's what the compass reminds us of, is how can we hit that direction with the GPS in a direct angle of where we need to go. And then the skills. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Today, you will gain the knowledge and have new tools to understand the only skill is just to roll it on. So what are the Soul Compass blends? They're built in the 4 directions, or Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic medicine. It's built on all the principles of the way in which plants have been brought to us. So the 4 directions merge together to support all the directions life may take you on, because life's journey is not always a straight and narrow road. A lot of times we have to go over the mountains, around the mountains. And this directional mind-body approach helps a multi-dimensional, so it gets down to that deep root of what's going on. It's multifunctional, and that brings in different purposes. And then it's multifaceted with a lot of different layers. The way in which that you build a lot of these phytoessencing essential oils is through a geometrical shape. That's where the layers come in, and geometrical helps us to get to the core being of where we're wanting to go. The Soul Compass blends has different benefits. They support in all 4 directions. They balance out imbalances. They support organs, nourish our core, and then support the foundation and the structure. So we have the 4 directions, the north, south, east, and west. The support is gaining confidence, courage, contentment, or comfort. And then we have the different mind, body, soul, and then the region of the body. Soul around the clock, and kind of thinks about dancing around the clock. So when we go through each one of these times in which the confidence, the comfort, courage, and contentment It goes around the clock in the area in which that we go through our circadian rhythms throughout a 24-hour period. So the first one, confidence. Manage worry. I am confident in my ability and capability. I can do anything. So when we use this oil, we can say affirmations, you can say prayers, you can bring different, whatever your belief system is, and when you're using the oils. This is the affirmation that is to help us move beyond worry. And this is our yellow blend in the yellow category, Clarify, called Confidence. The purpose of the confidence blend is to move negative germs, thoughts, and behaviors into a positive state, provoking confidence to conquer all throughout life. What physical benefits can the confidence blend bring to the table? It can bring to the table increased circulation. It can help with lymphatic that's stagnant. So our lymphatic system is where all our liquids flow throughout the body, and it's all within our lymph nodes. Our GI, which is gastrointestinal upset, so a stomach ache, migraine headaches, neuropathy, muscle tension. And what is the mental focus of this? So when we're having some of these physical symptoms, our body may not be able to focus, but we will increase the focus when we're easily distracted when we put this confidence blend on. It helps us to not be so decisive. It brings mental liturgy, instills strength. What is the emotional aspects? Normally, we are going into the worry wart. We're angry for no reason, or all of our knee-jerk reactions are always coming from an anger state. We feel defeated. We probably have self-esteem issues of just not being confident or not, there's never everything's right. We want to always find something that we need to improve in ourselves. We feel attacked. So no matter what words come at us, we're always on a defense. And it clears that negativity. So we can achieve self-acceptance and patience. So when we would apply this, and you can apply it at any time, but the ideal time on the circadian rhythm. So the circadian rhythm is how we wake up in the morning, and our body should have a high energy level. So anytime between 7 and 9 in the morning, we could actually apply the compass blend, the confidence blend behind the neck, in the back of our ears, possibly in our thymus. So our thymus is located by the clavicle. We can put that there. These are all listed within a PDF file that I have created, and I'll be more than happy to just get with your specialist and we'll share that with you. Then we come to comfort. Comfort's affirmation is, I am safe and secure. I can do anything my heart desires. So this brings in that joyous heart. Hip, hip, hooray is what we might say when we're full of joy. So the purpose of the Compass Blend is a hug in a bottle filled with encouragement, inspiration, and stability. We feel supported, we're confident and appreciated. So we live life not looking for other people to compliment us or all the likes on Facebook to make us feel good with ourselves. The purpose or the benefits of that, of the Comfort Blend, is circulation in the veins, the heart, the lungs, that silent reflux. A lot of people don't know that the digestive issues normally goes back to a circulation issue. Cold and flus, vertigo, possible parasites. And did you know that fungus and mold fall underneath a parasite in parasitology? It goes underneath the fungus category. So under parasites, we have fungus, a category called fungus, and then that's where that candida will come in. And that's the adrenal and the thyroid. And then any types of bruises, sprains, any wrist problems that a lot of massage therapists may entail. The mood it's a mood booster. It helps with people who use the word anxiety to describe all of their feelings. People who get up very, very tired in the morning, they are fatigued. I often tell them to put it on the region within the neck, the front neck. Learning abilities, decision making, creative zest, positivity, and hopeful. What kind of emotional aspects will this help us do? It's going to help us get out of the grief or not be so deep seated in grief. So where when we speak to people, we don't have the feelings coming up and we want to cry in front of people. It's okay to cry, but sometimes we don't want to always break down in public. Despair, having stuck emotions. Oftentimes, if we are not moving forward, why is my screen being shared with my notes? Uncertain why that's happening, but I guess that's what's going to happen. So the grief, the despair, the emotions, withdrawn, emotionally cold, distant, peaceful, heart, and revitalization. The time for that is between the hours of 10 and 1. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. Between 10 and 1. So where we're going to put that is we're going to smell it, or we're going to put it somewhere within the neck region. We can put it on the wrist. We can put it on the ankles, but I like putting it in this area somewhere between 10 and 1 to just get more energy throughout the day and be able to move forward. Then we have our courage blend. The courage blend is an affirmation of I am courageous with direction, strength, and will. So this will help us move through and conquer fear. A lot of times, whenever we're dealing with a lot of fear issues, we're going to deal with a lot of UTIs or kidney issues. So what's the purpose of the courage? The courage's purpose is to allow you to stand in your power and fight through fear with strength, willpower, and resilience. The benefits for the physical areas are the kidneys. The kidneys are located on our lower back. And if we're having lower back pain and it's on both sides or either side, a lot of times we'll tell people to put this back, to roll it on back in the lower back region. And this allows a person to not be so fearful. IBS, intestinal bowel syndrome, lower bowel syndrome, antiviral, antifungal. This one is another antiparasitic, fibromyalgia, jock itch, or any type of itches underneath the breast area. PMS, we can roll them right over the ovaries or the uterus. And so the mental is, it helps with sleep, it helps with stress, nightmares for the children who have nightmares and always want to come in your bed, mental performance, learning new things. When you're wanting to learn a new language, go ahead and roll this courage on prior to doing your studies. Then we have our emotional fears and insecurities. We have the willpower, feeling defeated and disconnected. And we would apply these between 1 and 4. This one, I'm encouraging people to put it in the lower back and to smell it also. And we can put it on those wrists. The last one we have is contentment. Quiet the anger. I am content, happy, and grateful for who I am and where I am in this movement, in this moment. I am enough. This was a big one. I have a amazing testimony. When the blends came in and I went to the mailbox and I received the contentment, I pulled it out, and this was the one I was drawn to the most. And one of the ways in which we walk through life is, just always wondering, are we enough? Are we going to, show up and do everything right, which, done is better than perfect. We can't always do everything right. But the biggest thing is to get clarity on what it is that we want to spend our time doing and how do we move forward. And then we know we're enough within ourselves. This blend has helped tremendously in helping to produce a lot of joy in my life, into helping me move forward in creating a lot of information. So here it goes with the part of the purpose would be to move with the flow, adaptability, maneuver through stress and challenges with conviction. Wow, that's profound, right? Because everyone's trying to just maneuver through right now. So then we have the physical conditions. This would be about that liver, the gallbladder. A lot of people tell us you don't have a gallbladder. A lot of times we'll ask in an emotional and mental and spiritual, we look at it as why are you galled up? What's eating at you? What's coming at you? Then the urinary system, the nervous, and the glandular system. So this is huge. And the reason in which this one probably worked so well for me at the time is I was going through a lot of glandular system changes. So perimenopause. This is a good time when we're going through perimenopause and, we're muddling through life and trying to get through. This is an amazing product. The mental state is we're feeling intimidated, we're controlling, we're controlled, nightmares, clearing inner conflicts, and mental chatter. So what is that self-talk that you're going through with yourself? Are you moving forward, or are you your biggest block? The emotional is fear with anger, bitter, and stuck. Joy, it will bring in joy and hope. So I recently purchased a saying and put it on my wall, and it says, I choose joy today. Today I choose joy. And then hope, patience, and grateful. Are you filling out your gratitude journal, or are you just muddling through life and waiting for happiness to come? If you don't know what makes you happy, you'll never get to the point of finding that joy and getting rid of the bitterness, which a lot of times that gallbladder being out, there's some deep-seated bitterness. The time for the contentment would be 7 to 9 at night. This is often used for us when we go to bed. We use this to help sleep, or if you wake up in the middle of the night sleeping or having a hot flash, this is an amazing time to reapply the contentment. And I often tell my clients to put it in the abdomen region. Placing it in the abdomen, we can still put it on the carotid arteries. We can put it on the wrist. However, putting it on that abdomen region really helps to settle us in. And I apologize. I was supposed to get my oils and have them here with y'all, and I'm just remembering I didn't do that. So my question to you tonight is, are you ready for an emotional change in your life? And we go through life just hoping. Sometimes we're flying off the seat of our pants. We aren't scheduling things. And then we're wondering why our emotions are the way they are. but this helps us get back on track. So if you answered yes, the Soul Mind Body Compass Blend is a great fit for you. Using them around the clock for 30 days. So when we say around the clock, throughout the day for 30 days, it's going to help bring a unique twist in your spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional well-being. These changes will take place. We have seen them. They are built on the science of spiritual phytoessencing. A healthy outside all starts with a healthy inside. Tonight, I want to encourage each and every one of you to just think of what we talked about. How did we go over these oils, and which one speaks to you in a big way? Is it the confidence? Is it the courage? Is it the comfort? Or is it the contentment? And when you're going to look, then go read what are the physical, mental, and emotional signs that you see. When you're going to look at that and you're going to see what are those signs, you're probably going to have a connection of some ailment that is going through your body. There's a lot of ailments that'll show up that we don't have listed. And it's more for the part of just having enough time and the amount to put on there. We also have a daily journal log that you could actually be color coding and placing different words that come up. So in our spiritual, we could be keeping track on Bible verses, affirmations, meditations. On the physical, what's happening and what's changing. Oh, I'm not getting a cold as often. I'm not getting the sinus, possibly because we changed our mental state. And then when we change the mental state, we show up with life. I call it, that glass that's half full or half empty. We start showing up half full. Our words become more positive. We use words to help encourage, and we use them with more clarity. In the mental part, we have more creativity thinking, and we're filling up ourselves with maybe an art project, and we're actually completing it instead of not completing it. And then with the emotions, we're maybe moving beyond the self-doubt. Then we have a habit tracker. And in that habit tracker, what you will do there is, you can make the check marks of did you actually apply them, and what were the notes and the changes that you started noticing and taking place. We also have a little mindset practice. And in that mindset practice, it's like in the morning. Today, what was your mantra? What was your prayer? What was your Bible verse? What are you looking forward to? Are you to make today a great? In the evening, I am grateful for. That's where we start writing that gratitude journal. People I appreciate. And then the last one is 3 good things for today. And then other thoughts and reminders. These are all ways in which when we use these compass blends, you can do one of 2 things. For those days when you just need something extra, you can either be putting them at different times, or what you